Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be just giving you guys like my thoughts, my opinions on Trisha Paytas's I am transgender video and her apology video. And truly, I really wasn't going to speak about this and I didn't even really know what was going on until I saw Patrick Starr's tweet. So I kind of just want to go in here after I watched the videos and just kind of discuss it. Personally, I think that everyone is being like a little bit hard on Trisha, and I think that her coming out as transgender in the initial video was a little bit confusing and she wasn't articulating her feelings and her emotions all too well. But what I think is that people are taking her past of being a troll and just being like a prankster and kind of implementing that behavior in this video and in this situation, and I personally don't think that that's necessarily true. I wasn't too sure about it when I initially saw the first video. But then watching her apology video really kind of opened up my eyes, because when you're watching that, you can tell that somebody's hurting and you can tell that she's being truthful and honest and that the internet is just coming down on her all too hard. Personally, I know that the LGBTQ plus whatever community was being really hard on her and was being really judgmental towards her. I'm like truly embarrassed by that, and I'm kind of ashamed by it, because yes, you know, she is a troll, and yes, she's over emotional, and yes, it's kind of hard to believe her sometimes. But no matter what, when you're in that community, you know the struggles of going through things like this, and you know that it can come about at any time in your life. And to say like, oh, well, Trisha's so hyper feminine and she's just, you know, this, that, and the other, is, yes, you could say that, but also there are men that don't transition until they're 50, 55, 60, and they were hyper masculine their entire lives is because they felt like that was the role that they were supposed to be in. So I personally think that using that is like a defense, or saying that that means that she's not trans, I don't think that that's necessarily valid. I think the fact that she's been going to a gender therapist means a lot. And I think that someone with a degree and someone with experience and knowledge on this topic is saying that her feelings are valid and is listening to her and understanding her, and for her to feel happy enough and okay enough with herself to come out and say that stuff, I think that that is extremely honorable, especially when you're announcing that to like, what, 4+ million people. I think that nobody is in any place to judge her or to say that she isn't transgender or to say that her feelings aren't valid. I don't think that that's acceptable for anybody to say, no matter what community you're in, no matter who you are. I think that her verbiage and the way that she articulated herself throughout the initial video was not the best, but also she is new to all of this, and I still don't have the best verbiage and articulation, and I've been transitioning for 4 years. So I think for somebody that's still like discovering themselves, I think that that's totally normal. And I just am like really embarrassed by the community to like come down on her so hard. I do think that her saying that, for her to say that she's like a drag queen with all like the hair and the makeup and stuff, I don't know how much of that. I feel like to each their own. Everyone has their own gender identity and everyone has their own like gender norms and what they want to conform to and stuff. I don't know about that, but I do think that her coming out and speaking about it is totally valid, and I think that her feelings are valid, and I think it's ridiculous to tell her how she should live her life, but you know, that's what the internet is, so that's totally understandable. But I just feel like it made me really, really sad. It made me really sad to hear about the response, and it made me really sad to watch her apology video, because I don't think anybody should have to apologize for that. And I feel like people are always really hard on Trisha, and I feel like it's really easy to be hard on her for however many reasons. But I really do think that there's a person hurting, and there's somebody trying to like discover themselves, and there is somebody that is trying to figure themselves out. And I think that it's just completely unfair for everyone in the LGBTQ plus community to be able to find themselves with their own time and be able to discover themselves, and people can transition and detransition. And I know people that go by him, her, and then they go by they, them, and then they're like, wait, I want to be he, she, and I want to be called it, and I want to be called fucking whatever the hell. Like, I just think that it's so unfair that everyone else without a platform can do what they choose and figure out who they want to be in their own time and be open about that and try things out, and like they know that something's wrong and they want to figure it out, and everyone in that community is allowed to do that. But because it's her, it's unacceptable. I think that that's wrong personally, and I don't think that that's fair. And I think that yes, she's in her 30s, but why is it not okay for her to feel that way? And why is it not okay for her to transition? And in the video, she said it'd be so much easier just to remain in the shell that I am and just go by she, her, and be a woman and not speak about this and not discover my gender identity and not go through those things. And personally, that just like twisted my gut, because it was like, I know what that feels like, as does every other trans person. And then for people to bash her when she's sitting there crying and being so open and on and real and honest, I think is just like not okay. And I don't think that that's like what this community's about, and I don't think that that's like everything that everyone's built it up to be, and that's not what gay pride is for, and that's not what LGBTQ plus, you know what I mean? Like, we're supposed to be inclusive. We're supposed to accept people. We're supposed to understand the struggles and respect people's decisions, and to not do that, I think it's really sad. Anyway, I feel like I've just repeated myself a million times. But you know my opinions on it. No one was really asking my opinions on it. But watching that apology video, I just really felt like I had to say something, because I felt so many emotions watching it. And I feel like everyone has a different opinion on this. And truly, for me personally, I think that Patrick Starr speaking out in that manner, saying that she isn't... Sorry if the angle is different. I just had to like rearrange something. But I don't think that it's appropriate for Patrick Starr to call her out like that and say that she needs to apologize and that she isn't trans and she isn't this, that, and the other. Because if I'm not mistaken, Patrick, you said that you weren't trans. So you don't know what the emotions are like. You don't know what the feelings are like. And you don't know what it's like. So I think that that's just like super inappropriate and super unnecessary. And that's all I'm going to say about the topic, because honestly, I just feel like I'm just going to keep rambling and none of it's going to end up making sense. But I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments like what your opinions about all of this are. Like, what do you guys think? What is your perception? What do you think of Trisha? What do you think of Patrick Starr? Like, what is up? Let me know. What do you think of my opinions? I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different than I normally do, but it's still trans related, which I like, that I can like put my opinion out there. Follow my Instagram. It's down below. Subscribe, like, comment. I love talking to you guys, and I will see you guys next video. Bye, guys.